at the general and overall benefit to this, because that is still a problem that we get to struggle with. That is probably the reason why people look at it on lenses of it is expensive and all that. And therefore, we don't get to see, if I'm going to get this money out, this is the kind of value that I'm going to get. Yeah. Are we making a lot of noise as to that?
You know, like when I hear people saying the other curriculum was better or whatever, then I wonder, wait a minute. What are we saying as Kenyans? Because the crisis we have of youth now is caused by an education that was only working for 10% of the young people. Because the people making noise saying that curriculum was better and all are those of us who are beneficiaries, who are able to get a B, go to the university and all that. If you look at people who went through that curriculum and are thriving through other things, they had to learn that after school. You know, it was not provided for. So as Christine said, this curriculum was actually meant to be better for the poor, but because the teacher is not well trained, that's why you find a teacher sending a homework today evening, bring this tomorrow. But it should work the way Christine said. When we open a school term, we know the kind of projects we are doing this term. So at the beginning of the term, that teacher, because they have prepared, they should call the parents, tell them this time we will require this kind of materials and all that.
Just to add on what you're saying, for you to get that kind of teacher, then it means you also need to make sure that the teaching profession is noble. But you see the teacher who will be able to do all that is a teacher who is passionate about what he's doing. He really enjoys what he's doing. He did not settle for teaching as the last resort. You know, so how do we also make sure that we are nobilizing the teaching? So that means, of course, it may have ripple effects, but also are we paying our teachers enough? How good are we motivating them to make sure that they are staying in class and they are doing, because you see all that energy to make sure that the child is learner-centered. You know, the education system is learner-centered. We are using locally available resources to make sure that even though you are not able to access certain resources, but this child is still receiving quality education, then it means that teacher also needs to be empowered and not taking him as not as a serious, because you see the way we, like in our country, we normalize medicine, for example. That's also a discussion we need to have. How do you also make sure we're also getting the best? That teaching was not like the least option that I had. I tried everything. I did not get. This is the only thing that I'm getting.
But wait a minute. It gets me trying to maybe